Hi there, it's Craig Cooper here from Cooper Studio Photographers. Today I'm making a little video to talk about how to prepare for a photo shoot with your younger family. So if you've got little kids. Now, I'm a dad and my kids are a bit more grown up now, but I certainly remember when they were little, and I know that life can be a bit chaotic. So when we're preparing for a photo shoot, it's a really good idea to plan for some of that chaos as well. When you come in for your photo shoot with your kids, we actually like to get into the photos pretty much straight away. So the introductions are usually about 2 minutes, and then we like to get your kids in front of the camera. We do this because we find that there's a golden 5 minutes at the beginning of the shoot where more often than not we can get great stuff before things start to go south sometimes. So we like to use that time. Now, because of that, I really like it if you can bring your kids along dressed, ready to be in the first photos. Now, that said, being a parent myself, I know that sometimes when you're going somewhere with little kids, they mess up what they're wearing. So it's also a really good idea to bring a spare outfit along. And in fact, I'm going to tell you to bring 2 spare outfits along, because the other thing we like to do is we like to photograph your kids in at least 2 looks. And we like to photograph your kids quite often on at least 2 different backgrounds. So to do that, we need 2 really good outfits. Bring 3. That way you're covered. Now, what should you bring in terms of the look for the kids? Well, let's bring something lighter or brighter. Now, by that, I don't mean white. In fact, white sometimes doesn't work that well. But you could have something really lightly coloured, sort of creams or light blues, or something along those lines. Or alternatively, go for something really bright, which sometimes just works beautifully with little kids. The alternative outfit I want is something a little bit darker, maybe something that even feels a little bit more grown up for your kids. Something that is black or grey or brown or a maroon or a dark blue or something along those lines. And the reason for that is one of the signature things we do here is we photograph your kids on a dark background as well as a light background. And those dark background shots work really well when we can blend the outfits a little bit with the background. Third idea that I'll mention is, what are your kids into? This is something that's really good to reference in the photos. Now, sometimes if the kids are really little, this can be developmental. So toddlers, for example, go through a stage where they really just like knocking things over. They like knocking blocks over and things like that. If so, bring those things in and we can capture that moment, that sort of time when your child is developing in a certain way. So there's just some of the things to think about in terms of how to prepare. The other photo I love getting is I like to get softer photos with little kids where they're with mum and dad, and mum and dad is maybe reading to them. So if your kids have some favourite storybooks, bring those along as well. What else can I tell you? I think that's about all for now. It's Craig Cooper here from Cooper Studio Photographers. I'm really looking forward to seeing you here with your family for a photo shoot. Until then, bye-bye.